Hi, and welcome to Coffee with Connie. I'd like to welcome everybody that is here with me currently. And if you are here, leave a comment in the chat. Let me know that you're here. Also, those that will be watching on the replay, I want to welcome y'all. And if y'all do watch the replay, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you watched. So today's topic is going to be crochet washcloths, and I'll be sharing some patterns today. I am curious, have you ever crocheted washcloths before? If so, let me know a little bit about the washcloths that you have crocheted. And if you haven't, is this something that you want to make down the road? Let me know. All right, let's see who's here currently. All right, Charity will be listening while grocery shopping. Awesome, awesome. And Susan's here. Welcome, welcome in. And Julie and Brenda. Welcome in, y'all. And I also want to know what y'all currently working on. What are you drinking? I've got some coffee and I got a cup of water. And I want to know, what are your plans for the weekend? And I think that's, oh, your weather too. I want to know your weather. Let's see what the temperature is here real quick. Let's see. It's, I think, 90 degrees. It feels like 94 though. That's what the computer's saying. All right, let's see. Let's see, Brenda has made a few different washcloths. My nose is itching. Does that mean I'm about to come into a lot of money? Let's see, Julie says, interested in making a few. Awesome. Susan hasn't, would like to try. Brenda has water in her cup, and it's 68 and sunny there. I'm jealous. 68, that's nice. I wish that's what it was here. Oh, actually, hold up. I'm going to a different site that says it's 88 here. But not that big of a difference. Now, I have never made washcloths before. It is on my to-do list. I would like to make some for the kitchen and the bathroom. Um, so it is something I do want to make eventually. And I also find with washcloths, it's it's a good opportunity to play with some different stitches. Um, I think washcloths look amazing when you do them in textured stitches. And y'all know I love textured stitches. So anywho, y'all want to see my beanie that I finished? The wheat stitch beanie. I have finished it finally. Yay! Now I had to do more repeats than what they said on the pattern. Now the yarn I used, it was Ice Yarns Night Store yarn, and it's technically a 3-weight, but I find it's close to a 4-weight. But I did have to do extra rows. But it is finally done. And guess what I started on? I decided to go ahead and start on Bod's blanket kit. And that's how it's coming along so far. I am on round, I think 13. Yeah, round 13. And I love, love, love this yarn. It feels like butter working with it. It just works up smoothly. Let's see. Brenda's saying she's made Creative Grandma's farmhouse washcloth. Ooh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that like I said, there's some that I really want to make. Um, hopefully I get around to it too, but I probably need to get more cotton yarn. But I definitely want to make some sunflower washcloths for my kitchen, which I think I have the supplies I would need to do that. I think I have the yarn in those colors. And I'm going to show the pattern I want to make later on today's live. Along with in the bathroom, there's this basket with some little flower ones. But it's trying to figure out the right colorway for my bathroom with that. I don't know. I'm going to have to kind of play. Hi, Tiffany. How are you doing today? What are you currently working on? What are you drinking? What are your plans for the weekend? What's the weather like in your area? And I want to know, have you made washcloths before? And if you haven't, do you want to start making some? Inquiring minds, which is me, want to know. But yeah, but other than that, not that much is going on today. I'm on my second cup of coffee here. The biscuit is playing his computer game. He loves playing that game. What's it called, Frank? World of Warcraft. I don't know. I'm not into those type of games, but he loves it. And the cats are napping. They are napping, and like every morning they get the zoomies. They play, 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 and then they have to nap. And then the evening is when they start getting lovable and making their biscuits and laying with me. All right, so y'all want to get into the patterns that I have to share. And I want to know which ones are your favorite patterns that I'll be sharing. Have you made any of these before? And which ones you want to make? All right, let's get these pulled up. All right. Where is my thing? Hi, Noelle. How are you today? And what's in your cup? What are you working on? How's your weather? Plans for the weekend? Have you made any washcloths before? Do you plan to? And hello, Catherine. Same questions. Let's see. Tiffany says she just got out of bed. She's working on an Agatha reading shawl and her cross stitching. Speaking of cross stitching, I started working on a pattern. I'm going to be showing it in an upcoming video. I might do some more work on it this weekend. I haven't touched it in about the last 5 or 6 days. And Tiffany also says she has several in the works. She's about to drink some coffee. Awesome. Tiffany hasn't made any washcloths, but would like to. So I'm going to hook y'all up with some patterns today. I have 15 patterns I'll be sharing, and they're all free patterns. All the links are in the description box of today's live. Hey Heidi, how are you today? What are you working on? What's in your cup? How's your weather? Any plans for the weekend? And have you made washcloths before? And if not, do you plan to? Oh, Catherine says she's drinking coffee and crocheting mushrooms from MJ off the hook. And that's one thing. When y'all finish y'all makes, be sure to email me y'all pictures. And I can put your pictures in the monthly joy video. I'm going to put my email on the screen. Just another stitch 2020 at gmail. Oops, I can't spell. .com. Did it go on the screen? Give me a second. My screen got stuck. Hopefully it went on. But that is my email. Oh, Mandy and Terry's here. How are y'all? What are y'all working on? How's your weather? Plans for the weekend? And have y'all made washcloths before? And if not, is that something you're interested in making? All right. Noelle says, drinking the Diet Pepsi and expecting a bunch of rain. And Mandy and Terry's here. Heidi says she's made washcloths, a lot of them. I am working on a pumpkin, I guess, pumpkin themed baby blanket now, having a root beer in the cup. Nice. Noelle hasn't made washcloths, but it's been on her bucket list. Heidi says the weather is good, but I am under it. Oh, I'm sorry you have a cold. I hope you feel better soon. Wait a minute. Give me just a minute. Okay. Okay, hopefully it's showing on my screen. Yeah, it should be up there. Okay. So the first pattern that we're going to talk about is this textured farmhouse towel by Maggie Haskell. And look at that beautiful texture. And I like that blue colorway. But isn't this gorgeous? That is beautiful. And it looks like, I think I see the store stitch. Yeah, I like that one. That was pretty, huh? Yeah, me too. Hey, Alexander, how are you doing? Terry says she never made a washcloth. Tempting. She has cotton yarn, drinking water. Yeah, this is something on my to-do list. Hi, Magic Frog. How are you today? What's your first name, Magic Frog, or what do you prefer to be called? Um, but yeah, I want to know what everyone is working on. What's in your cup? How's your weather? Um, Plans for the weekend? Have you made washcloths before? Or is this something you want to make? Yeah, I agree, Alexander. It's a good way to try new stitches. Definitely. And I love the textured stitches. And a lot of the ones I'm sharing today have beautiful texture. Okay, just call you Magic Frog or Magic or Frog, okay? Got it. All right, next up, this one is Trinity Stitch Dishcloth by Sarah Ruan. And look at how pretty. I love the Trinity Stitch. Have y'all done the Trinity Stitch before? And I love the colorway here. So pretty. So, so pretty. Ah, Cindy's here with Lulu's Treasure Trove. Howdy, howdy. Magic says never done the Trinity Stitch. I love the Trinity Stitch. And actually, I'm gonna try to do a stitch tutorial for tomorrow. I gotta decide what stitch I want to do. Look at my stitch books. Oh, Noelle's never heard of that stitch. If I recall right, whenever I participated in Battle of the Stitches, and I made that Ooh La La wrap. Now the book called the stitch something else, but that stitch was is also it has different names. Well, one of the names is a Trinity stitch. So the Ooh La La wrap was done with that stitch. And when I have a stitch tutorial too from when I did Battle of the Stitches. Yes, for anyone that don't know, if you type the word drop in the comments, Mr. Nightbot will drop your channel link. But please, keep it to once or twice during the live. That way everyone gets a chance to drop their links and it doesn't like overcrowd the chat too bad. Let's see. Cindy says, I have not tried the Trinity Stitch, but it looks lovely. Yeah, it is beautiful. Hey, Lana, how are you doing? Cindy is finishing up lunch but listening. Oh, and we have the other Heidi here, Heidi with the E. She says, well, oops, well, I was waiting, then I got caught up making myself comfy. You don't know how many times that happens to me. Like, I'll intend to watch a live or something, and then it's not time yet, and then I get doing with something else, and it slips my mind, and then by the time I think of it, that person's live's over with. You're in Wally World, Charity? All right. Let's pull up the next pattern. Now, this one is one I really want to make for my kitchen. This is the Sunflower Disher Washcloth by Elizabeth Ann White. I would love to make sunflower washcloth like this and make a little basket to put them in by my sink. Aren't those pretty? And like one thing with my kitchen, I want to decorate it with sunflower gnomes. So that's what I'm going to be working on doing. Like I have like all the decor items I want to get picked out. And I have it saved like to my Amazon and my Walmart. So over time, I'll get a little bit at a time. It may take me a couple of years to get all the decor I want, but it will happen. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Magic loves sunflowers. Oh, I do too. It's one of my favorite flowers. Noelle says very creative. Lana says I've never made a washcloth, but I bought a bunch of cotton so I can. That's awesome. Yeah, it probably could be a coaster, Alexander, or make it into a pot holder. All right, next up, this is Easy Texture Dishcloth by Rich Textures Crochet. And she has a YouTube channel. And she's one of my go-to for crochet stitches. And she has a lot of really nice patterns. Look at that gorgeous texture. Ooh la la. And I may even, like with my stitch books, play around with different stitches and make some washcloths with that. I love playing around with new stitches. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, I'm sure your name gets misspelled a lot, Heidi. Heidi with an E. Oh, hey, Katie. How are you today? Oh, you've done that stitch and you love it? Awesome, awesome, awesome. And Beverly's here. I'm so glad to see all of y'all. Yeah, and I want to know what everyone's working on, what y'all drinking, what's in your cup, how's your weather, plans for the weekend. I think I said that already. And if you've made washcloths before, or is this something you're wanting to make? Heidi with an E says, I've made kitchen packs for craft fairs, 2 dish towels, 2 washcloths, and 1 scrubby. Awesome. Awesome, awesome sauce. All right. Now this is a stitch I love. The Mini Bean Stitch dishcloth by Josie Anderson. And have y'all done the bean stitch before? Well, the mini bean stitch. I think I have a tutorial for this stitch on my channel. I think I do. It was either the bean stitch or the mini bean stitch. But I love this stitch. And I want to know, like, what are those of y'all that have made washcloths? What are some of your favorite stitches to do washcloths in? Okay, Terry's asking, is the scrubby for face or kitchen? Now, I don't know, maybe some people might use it for the face, but typically, I've always been under the impression it was a kitchen thing where you make the little dish scrubbies. Heidi says nothing planned for the weekend. My coffee just arrived in the mail and it's downstairs mailroom. Ooh, nice. Nice. Let's see. Um, Magic says I'm working on an amigurumi and Afghans today. going back and forth between them to keep it spicy. Ooh, spicy. Ooh la la. Noelle says, I can tell I'm still new at crochet. I haven't heard of many stitches. And, that's okay. And sometimes you may have heard of other stitches. I mean, there are so many stitches out there. So many. Okay, Heidi saying scrubby for kitchen. Let's see. Tiffany says, I like the bean stitch. It flows pretty well once you get into the rhythm of it. Cindy says the bean stitch is nice. Oh, hey, Debbie. Howdy, howdy. So glad to see you. Ooh, Alexander's making a Tunisian asymmetrical poncho. Nice. And when y'all finish y'all make, send pictures. I want to include them in the Joy video. I do that video monthly, usually about the 15th of every month. And you can send pictures at any time. What I do is, as I go through my emails, I save the pictures and I make a folder for um the next Joy video. So, like I said, anytime you can send pictures. Let's see. Heidi says, and I use I think it's Lion Brand scrubby yarn. Nice. Yeah, we have two Heidis. We have Heidi with an E, Heidi Masato, and then Heidi with an I, who is Paws Absolutely. I can't remember the rest of her name, but I know it starts with Paws Absolutely, and she spells hers with an I. Ooh, Noelle's been making some gorgeous amigurumis. You're gonna have to share, Noelle. Send me your pictures. Oh, you'd like to get a crochet book with all the different kind of stitches. Amazon has a lot of stitch books. Oh, Noelle, send Katie an email. She's gonna hook you up. Thank you for doing that, Katie. Okay, what's the deal with the glow in the dark ghost? Yeah, pause absolutely fantastic. That's it with Heidi. Oh, I've had it one time where I've had this people in the chat with like four different people with the same name. I've had that happen before. Oh, for those I didn't see earlier, I started Bod's blanket kit. I'm on round 13. And I finished the wheat stitch beanie. Oh, we have Cricket and Mandy joining us. Howdy, howdy. I'm so glad to see y'all. We're talking about crochet washcloths today. And I have a few questions for those of y'all that haven't answered my questions yet. What are you working on? What are you drinking? How's your weather? Plans for the weekend? Have you made washcloths before? And if you haven't, is washcloth something you want to make in the future? And I want to know which ones of the washcloths that we share today are your favorites. Let's see. Okay, Noelle says, I just hit my 2.5 year mark of crochet. Amy's, I just started this year. And, you know, we all, learn at different paces and stuff. you know, but as long as you enjoy crocheting, that is all that matters. And the more you do it, the more you practice, the better you get. And never give up on yourself. Never, ever. Don't let things intimidate you. You can do it. Have faith in yourself. Yeah, I started crocheting in, I think it was September. It was 2020. I think it was September. Thank you. Yeah, that was a blanket kit that I won from Bag O' Day. Let's see. Okay, Heidi says you wanted me to take a pic and include a pat. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now I remember. My memory's not the best, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, it's from Jada with Stitches. Katie says working on some sugar skull plushies, drinking a latte, love making washcloths. Awesome. Katie also says weather's still warmer than I would like, but we are finally getting some rain right now. And Cricket says washcloths are the first thing I started on, thanks to Yornborf, Christie, and Rose Cottage. Yeah, and washcloths is also a good beginner project. Like when you first start crocheting, it's something small. Heidi says if I am working with a new stitch, I usually watch a video and pause the video. Thank you, Katie. Yeah, I want to work on it this weekend more. I'll probably kind of work other projects in with it. Oh, congrats, no, Noelle. She just started reading patterns this year, which has helped a lot. Yes. Don't be intimidated by written patterns. And it's like you open your door so much more once you can read patterns. And like I always say, find a video tutorial that has a written pattern for the same pattern. And as you're doing the video tutorial, pay attention to how they write things up. All right, Magic, I hope you have a fabulous weekend. And thanks for stopping by. Heidi says 71 degrees right now. All right. Oh, you took a class at Michael's, Heidi? That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Katie. That's so sweet. I would play my super chat video, but I'm on the free version of StreamYard and they won't let us play videos on the free version no more. But just imagine it in your head. But thank you so much. So now instead of drawing 6 people randomly for extra entries for the current giveaway, it will now be 7. And if I get either 4 more super chats or channel memberships on today's live, it will end up being, I'll draw 10 extra entries plus the original 6.
Did you say 10?
Yes. Here's a biscuit. He says hi.
She said 10, y'all.
Yeah, and I wish they didn't take that feature away because I miss playing my intro videos and my little videos. But I've been thinking about trying to do restream. Yeah, it really does. If you can read patterns, graphs aren't that hard to do. You just got to keep in mind if you're working flat or in the round. Because if you're working flat, then you would go from right to left and you start on the bottom row of the graph. And then you would go up to the next row, left to right. Next row would be right to left, and then next row, left to right. If you're working in the round, it would always be right to left, right to left, right to left, right to left. And you always start the graph at the bottom right corner. Hi, Jan. How are you doing today? And thank you. Um, Cindy says the first thing she started on was a blanket person when he was little about 30 years ago. Awesome. Okay. I think I'm caught up with everybody. Oh, people are saying hi to the biscuit. He took off already. He's in the back of the house now. He might be back. Oh, he's getting a lot of hellos. All right. All right. Back to patterns. The next pattern I have for y'all. This is Blossom Washcloth by Christine Mullen. And look at that beautiful texture. Ooh la la. I like that color too. Pretty, pretty. Look at that. Now, I do have a question for y'all too. All right. Mondays, me and Barbara with Crochet Therapy have been planning to go live together, where we start off on her channel at 8 a.m. in the morning, Central Standard Time. And then at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, then we go live off of my channel, sorry. But the thing is, this Monday she has something going on, so she won't be able to. But I still plan to go live. And I'm thinking about doing a bingo for extra entries into the giveaway. Now, the live would be at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time this coming Monday. And it would be for extra entries. And we would play a bunch of bingo games, probably for about an hour, hour and a half. Now, the first 30 minutes, I might do it more where I come on, just kind of chit chat and go over like people's numbers and get numbers if I don't have your numbers. And those of y'all that have submitted bingo numbers in the past and told me to keep them, those are the numbers that I would go with. And when I schedule the live, I'll post the numbers that I have in the description box of that video. Is that something y'all want me to do Monday? Let me know. Or do you just want me to do a typical live where, I talk about some topic? Let's see. Heidi says, well, I made blankets, but I was too busy quilting to really crochet. I really want to learn to knit proper. Knitting is fun. And I do have some tutorials on beginner knitting already, and I need to continue that series. That should be coming in the next few weeks. I know a lot of people don't like the 8 a.m., but that's when Barbara tends to go live. And you got to realize, too, she's an hour ahead, so it's 9 her time. Debbie says washcloths are on her to-do list. Noelle likes bingo. Tiffany loves bingo. It would be 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Or, I mean, I could push it back a little later for this coming Monday, if that would work better. Oh, you make curtains for your dollhouse. That's cute. Oh, it's too early. Because I do want to do something at least once a month, doing like a bingo just for extra entries into the giveaway. But like I said, I could go later this coming Monday. But in general, me and Barbara want to do like double trouble. Well, we start off on her channel and then end up on mine. But since she's not going to be there, I thought that would be a good time to do a bingo for extra entries. Now, would 11 a.m. Central Standard Time work better for y'all for Monday? All right, let me pull up the next pattern. All right, this is the Suzette Ridge washcloth, and this is by Sweet Bee Crochet. I love the Suzette stitch. That's a beautiful stitch. And have y'all done the Suzette stitch? I might have a tutorial for it. I know I use the Suzette stitch in one of my beanie designs. Pretty, pretty. All right. All right. Heidi says 11 works for her. Oh, yeah, like that washcloth, huh? That's okay. Okay. Yeah, because like I said, normally it would be 9:30 on my channel on Mondays, but since we're doing bingo, I can push it back. Okay. So y'all want noon Monday, 12 o'clock Central Standard Time? Would that work better? Or maybe 1 o'clock Central Standard Time? And also, those that watch the replay, please let me know about this in the comments too. Heidi says no promises. And I would do a poll, but that's not a lot of time to get much feedback. Ooh, Katie says Suzette was one of the first stitches she learned once she started to actually make stuff besides just practice swatches. Nice. Okay, Noelle says she'll try to be there at whatever time I pick. I'm thinking one. Let's do one, I think, because some people, most people I would think would be finished with lunch hopefully at 1. Y'all want to do 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, PM? All right, next pattern. I like this one. I love plaid, y'all. This is Mortar Dishcloth by Amy Kate Sutherland. And isn't that pretty? Ooh, I bet you the houndstooth would make a pretty dishcloth. Look at how gorgeous. Who loves some plaid? Yeah, Katie is talented. She makes some gorgeous yarn. Okay. Okay. Let's go with 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, I think. Yeah, 12. And then some people may be able to catch it on their lunch breaks too. All right. I think 12. 12 Central Time. Then I don't have to get up so early. Okay, awesome, Heidi with the E. All right. Next is Alternating Loops Dishcloth by Erica Dietz. Look how gorgeous. Like I said, I love texture. Pretty, pretty. You are amazing, Katie. Next up is Textured Lemon Peel Washcloth. This is by Sweet Bee Crochet. And have y'all done the lemon peel stitch before? I don't know if I ever have. If I've done it, it's normally like it would be in a pattern that don't tell you the name of the stitches they're using. But isn't that beautiful? Heidi says she hasn't done the lemon peel before. Now this one here, this is one I want to make for my bathroom. This is Mini Meadow Washcloth Set by Brenda KB Anderson. I love the basket and I love the little washcloths. Now the thing with me though is I gotta find the right colors because like the theme of my bathroom is sea turtles. So like my shower curtain and rug has like kind of a tealish or aqua color to it. I don't know. But I love this pattern. Love, love, love it. Now if only they had like little sea turtles. I could make a basket with some sea turtles. But I do want to make some sea turtle amigurumis for my bathroom. I think the biscuit's coming back. He's back. Did y'all?
You got a piece of fuzz right there. Get rid of that.
Did y'all miss him? And now he's off again. Yeah, those are cute, huh? Heidi says she's not allowed to have too much yarn. Oh, when it came to the house repairs, Frank's uncle was trying to get me to get rid of a lot of my yarn. I was like, nope, not gonna happen. And he was the same way with my clothes too, trying to get me to get rid of more of my clothes. I'm like, I'm a female, I like clothes. All right, next pattern. This is Waffle Crochet Spa Washcloth by Katie Alvis. Beautiful texture. And I love how washcloths look when people like make a little bunch like this with the bow. It wasn't cool. He wasn't here long, Heidi. It was more of a hi bye thing. All right, next up, this is Spike Cotton Dishcloth by Josie Anderson. Look at that texture. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, we have 2 more patterns to go. And all these patterns are free and in the description box of today's live. Yeah, we want our yarn. We want our yarn. We want our yarn. Hi, China. How are you doing today? So glad to see you. We're talking about crochet washcloths. We have 2 more patterns to share, but I am curious, and if anyone hasn't answered this already, I want to know what you're working on, what's in your cup, how's your weather, plans for the weekend, have you crocheted washcloths before, and if not, is it something you want to crochet? I know I have a lot of questions. I like that. Never too much yarn, just not enough room to put it. But my yarn is nice and organized now. But we need to work on clearing out the back room. And then I want to move all my totes in there. And that's going to be like, storage type room. Katie says, if anyone in my life even looked like they were going to suggest I pare down on yarn, they are out of my life. Yeah. He lucky I didn't tell him off. Oh, trust me, I was biting my tongue. But at this point, I don't know if I could bite my tongue with him anymore. I really don't. And y'all don't want to see me when I'm mad. It don't happen often. But it's like, Katie said, give those people the boot. The last time you were allowed to buy yarn was for commission. All right, let's see. This one is Half Moon Washcloth by Tony Lipsy. And she has a YouTube channel. I think it's called TL Crochet or something like that. I can't think of the exact name. But look at how pretty. I wish they had better pictures, but this is the only picture here. Let me check projects. Yeah, they got stuff in projects. Look at that. Pretty, pretty. And that is one thing. If you ever want to see more pictures when it comes to what a project looks like or the different yarns people use, you have your tabs on the right side. You'll see details, yarn ideas, projects, comments. And with projects, if there's a number after it, then there's pictures. And this one says 65. So you click on that, and then voila. All right. And the last pattern. This is Pebble Beach Dishcloth by Lauren Brown. Again, look at that texture. Ooh la la. And all these links are in the description box of today's live. Free patterns. And I hope y'all enjoyed them. Yeah, y'all, okay, when the workers were here, like at the last day, I laid into them. I Frank had never seen me that mad before. Yeah, it's TL Yarn Crafts. That's it. And that's what's funny. It takes a lot for me to get mad. And I've also learned to because when I was younger, I would go for the jugular whenever I would get upset or mad. And I learned, if I get upset about something, to back off, calm down before I say anything, because you tend to say things that you regret. And once you say something, you can't take it back. And you can damage a relationship or a friendship when you do that. So I find it's best to let yourself cool off before you speak to that individual again, because normally after you've had a few days, you can talk rationally. Let's see. China says, not crocheting anything now. Have orange juice in my cup. My weather is beautiful. And yes, I crocheted washcloths before. Don't have anything planned for the weekend. All right. Let's see. So Katie wants me mad. Heidi says, I usually make 18-inch doll clothes and accessories. I also have so many books of patterns. I don't have the room for yarn or completed projects. You know, whenever I was a kid, my mom had got me one of those little looms to make doll dresses, and I would make Barbie doll dresses. Ooh, Susan likes the half moon dishcloth. I would like to make them in Christmas colors. Sweet. Oh yeah, Katie, I love texture. You're welcome anytime. Yeah, y'all can be like, it's all Connie's fault. Our bucket list and our wish list keep growing for patterns. Jen says, let's see, cup is empty. I've just had my tea, making a Tunisian blanket with a teddy bear yarn. I made washcloths, dishcloths, tea towels, makeup face pads, coasters like chickens. Ooh, chicken coasters. On Facebook, I saw this thing with some chicken high heels, and I shared it on my Facebook page. Heidi says, I am half redneck and the other half uh, crot. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Oh, oops. Hopefully no one took offense to that. I don't even know exactly what the K one is. Okay, but I am using them about me. Mom was from hold up, Tennessee, and Daddy came from Germany at the age of 12. Yep, texting does give you time to think. But like I said, normally, like I'll wait a few days before I would respond to somebody via text if I get, upset or mad. Because a lot of times when you're in the moment, you do rash things. It's like, just let me cool off. I'll be fine in a couple of days. Hi, Angela. How are you today? She's drinking water, working on a sweater. Ooh, nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of times, if you see that side of me, you don't see it coming. Oh, Charity's headed to the next door. Noelle's looking for fun new things to make. Oh yeah, there are so many patterns out there. So many. So, are y'all ready for some extra entries? Woohoo! All right, we're gonna draw 7 people because I do 6 automatically, and there was one super chat. So we're doing 7. Let me get my stuff pulled up. All righty. So since we've been talking about washcloths, the key word is dishes. Dishes is the key word. And I'm going to pick 7 people randomly, each to get 3 extra entries. And start now. And y'all might want to type it more than once just to make sure the comment picker picks it up. I have it filtered where you're only entered once. Yep, I'm addicted to patterns too, Katie. Y'all should see my Ravelry library. Heidi says she has a major temper. Uh-oh, look out, y'all. Dishes is the keyword. Oh, Suzanne's here. How you been, Suzanne? So glad to see you. So happy to see you. I think I should go on one of the voice. Yeah, the voice. I would make a good singer, wouldn't I? Hi, Mateo. How are you today? Dishes is the key word. Sorry, y'all. Wait, there's 15 entries. Okay, I think the sneezing passed. All right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and count down. Thank you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and good luck, everyone. Beverly Fowler, congratulations. You get 3 extra entries. And I don't remember if I told you hi already, but if not, howdy. All right, ready for number 2. Congratulations, Heidi Masato. Heidi with an E. You get 3 extra entries. All right, number 3, Angela Wright. Angela gets 3 extra entries. All right, moving on to number 4. Congratulations, Suzanne Golet. Golet. You probably told me how to pronounce it before. So I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your last name, Suzanne. All right, number 5. Susan I. Party on with yarn and crochet. You get 3 extra entries. All right, number 6. Congratulations, Cindy with Lulu's treasure trove. I can't talk today. I'm writing it down. All right, so that should be 6. All right, so the last person. Good luck. Congratulations, Tiffany, Little Crafty Bits Tiffany. You get 3 extra entries. All right. So again, the ones getting extra entries, 3 extra entries, is Beverly Fowler, Heidi Masato, Angela Wright, Suzanne Golet, or Golet, sorry, Susan I, Party On with Yarn and Crochet, Cindy with Lulu's Treasure Trove, and Tiffany, Little Crafty Bits Tiffany. Congratulations, y'all. Woohoo! All right. So hopefully I have not missed anything in the chat. Just going to kind of skim real quick. Oh, hi, Deneen. How are you today? We're fixing to wrap things up, but I'm glad you're here. And hopefully you can catch the replay. Okay. Yeah, it looks like I got everything in the chat. Everyone's saying congrats. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm probably going to do a crochet stitch tutorial. I need to figure out which stitch. Monday, I'm good. Hold up. I need to sneeze again. Hold up. Sorry. Sorry about that. Allergies. Monday, I'm going to go live at 12 noon Central Standard Time. And we're going to play bingo for extra entries into the current giveaway. And I'm going to do it where I'm going to let the website pull the numbers up where the games will go faster. So there will be multiple games. So I figured that'd be a fun way to get some extra entries. Thank you, everyone. And I'll be doing like more videos this coming week. I'll still have a lot of stuff to share with y'all, talk about. So there'll be a lot of videos coming up. And hopefully I'll get caught up with everything that I want to share with y'all in the next few weeks. But yeah, and I think that's pretty much everything. And then I'll be live again next Saturday. So I'll be back regularly on Saturdays at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Other than this coming Monday, typically Mondays, unless something comes up, I know Barbara has some stuff going on. So I hopefully the following not the Monday coming up, hopefully the following Monday we'll both be doing our lives together. If not, then I'll do a live Monday by myself, or with another guest or something. But Mondays, typically our plan is we're going to start off live on Barbara's channel at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time on Mondays. Yes, I know it's early. Trust me, I have trouble getting up that early to go live with her. And then after her live finishes, then at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be live on my channel. So that's something we're fixing to put into effect. And we have some fun planned for October for y'all too. That's going to be coming up. Hi, Sonia. How are you today? You just got back from grocery shopping? Well, I'm glad to see you. We are wrapping up, so I hope you have a chance that you can watch the replay. But like I said, I think that's pretty much what's going to be going on. And one more time, I want to show y'all this for those that didn't see it earlier in the live. I finished the wheat stitch beanie. And I added a palm. So I finally got this beanie done. It took me longer than I thought it would. But I also had to do more rows on it. And then I started Bod's Cut Under Pressure blanket kit. And oh my, I love this yarn. It is soft. And it just like seems like it glides on your hook like butter. But yeah, I think that covers everything. Let me check the chat real quick. Thank you, Katie. Yes, I am back. And hopefully I stay back and nothing else affects me from putting out my videos. Thank you, Sonia. Let's see. Thanks, Noelle. Yeah, I love Sparkle. And really, I was wanting to make the wheat stitch sweater, either using Night Store yarn or the Charm yarn. But it's a three-weight yarn. Even though I do find it's closer to a four-weight. But like with this beanie, I had to do more repeats. And it was more than I thought it would be. So I kind of have concerns trying to do a sweater with 3-weight yarn. I mean, I kind of think I can easily adapt it, but I figure it's best when I make the sweater to use a 4-weight. So I got to go get yarn for it when I'm ready to do it. So, but I figure it's best to go with the weight they called for. Thank you. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I hope y'all all enjoy today's live. Thank you. And I hope y'all had a good time. I know I enjoyed talking with all of y'all. I love spending time with my sweet, amazing, beautiful Yorny friends. And yeah, I hope y'all all have a fabulous weekend. So anyway, I hope y'all, oh gee, I'm messing up here. I hope everyone has a fabulous Yorny weekend. Be the light. Always remember to be the best, sparkly you that you can be. Be cool, be kind, and let's ooh la la. And shortly, Granny D will be live, so go alien invade her. Bye, everyone.